Hello everybody. In today's video, we are going to learn on four main accounting assumptions or principles which are very much underlying for almost all the accounting standards that we would be learning. So it is very essential that we have a strong understanding on these four accounting assumptions or concepts. So if you're new to my channel, then I'm Shrinidhi and I come up with short lecture videos on finance and accountings, and I also take topics which are suggested from my channel subscribers. So if in case you have not subscribed to my channel, then do subscribe and leave a comment on the topic which you are looking forward. And I'll come up with those topics in my upcoming videos. Moving on to this topic. So what are the four main accounting assumptions? The four main accounting assumptions are cost, conservatism, materiality, and substance over form. Cost concept, what does it mainly tell is we record the transactions at historical cost or cost of acquisition. So whatever transactions we take into our financial books, so it is the historical cost at which we record the transactions in our books of accounts. Conservatism. So conservatism is the base for the concept of prudence. What does the prudence concept mean is prudence concept tells that we should not anticipate for incomes and provide for all possible losses. So this is perhaps the base for our valuation of inventories, which says that we need to take cost or market price, whichever is lower. So it is the prudence concept based on which this accounting standard of inventory valuation is being governed. Moving on to next, which is materiality. When we say materiality, it means that the financial transactions which are material in nature are to be recorded and shown in the books of accounts or disclosed, which means that the materiality supersedes all other accounting concepts. For example, if we are purchased a fixed asset which is less than a certain value, which is very small at value, then in that case, though it is a asset which is being used for long-term use, they would be depreciated for 100%. In that case, the accounting standard on depreciation will not be taken into consideration. So wherever the work involved in accounting for that particular transactions is huge, then in such cases, we are following the materiality concept and accounting in the books of accounts. The materiality is taken into a top priority as against the other accounting standards in case of low value transactions. However, in case of high value transactions, though the transaction has not taken place in terms of specified financial amount, if there is a possibility of happening or occurring of that particular event, say a contingent liability, there could be a possibility that there is this uncertainty in the flow of amount. However, there is a possible event is about to occur. So in such case, the disclosure is to be presented in the financial statements, though the transaction is not needed. So in short, while we look into materiality, we need to take into consideration of not only the value of the transaction, but also the size of the business and apply the materiality concept subjectively. Next is the substance over form. What does substance mean is the actual happening of the event, whether what is the crux or the underlying intention of the particular event. Whereas form is the for documentation or the legal procedures which has actually happened. For example, in case of purchase of land, if the rights and interest of the land has been transferred, however, it is only pending for the legal documentation, then in such case, this would deem to be recorded in the books of accounts, considering the substance and we should not wait for the form, because we have known that the basic underlying intention of the particular event is purchase of land. So even though the documentation for the land purchase is awaited, still the purchase is to be recorded in the books of accounts. So these are the four main accounting assumptions, that is cost, conservatism, materiality, and substance over form. I hope this video had given you a lot of insight on these four major principles, which are very essential, upon which we could appreciate better on the other accounting standards. Thank you.